guys.
Hi guys.
So we just arrived at the Museum of Wine here on Pico. An amazing museum. We just got here. We already looked around a little bit, and here it'll explain to you the history, the process of Pico wine, and how the vineyards, the wines that they made here, the white wines that were exported to the Azores way back, and the British. The first vine was planted by Friar Pedro Gigante, and at the end of the 15th century. Pretty much probably one of the first things they've planted here. But the best thing is just to come to the museum if you're on Pico Island. This was all lava rock, and these guys put these walls up, and I mean, we're going to show you vineyards around the island as well. But if you look just to over my shoulder here, you can see these walls. They say if you were to take each rock that they've used to build these walls, it would go around the planet 1.5 times. I think it's worthwhile coming to this museum especially if you're a wine lover. That definitely is a must. Okay, it's just outside Madalena here. Museu do Vinho do Pico. That's in Portuguese, so Wine Museum of Pico.
And you can come and visit Flavia, who's a friend of ours.
Yeah, she works here. Hopefully
she works here at the museum.
Yeah, she's very energetic, very nice, friendly. So if you can see the vineyards now. This tree right here is one of many dragon trees. They were planted here years and years ago, probably, I will have to say at the beginning. And there's this here has the oldest ones. It's just an amazing tree. You can see it here.
Finished the tour, so now we're going to go down to one of our favorite restaurants for lunch called the Tea House, and possibly do some wine tasting. So we just arrived at the Tea House and we ordered a glass of wine and some fried squid, and you ordered, you don't remember?
Yeah, chicken wings, nice chicken wings, and fish and chips. It's all coming.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty overloaded now with wine vineyard information from the museum, so yeah. I think the glass of wine will help.
I think so.
Oh, and we got a wine tasting reserved for Monday, and that's going to be really good.
Yes.
It's a winery here called Pico Wines. It's like a cooperative. They produce a lot of the wines, and yeah, they bring a lot of grapes in. And we were just in there today, and just the aroma of the grapes.
I know, you can really smell the grapes.
Instant drunk as soon as you walk in the door. Anyways, cheers.
Cheers. We just finished our lunch. Well, actually, I finished my lunch. Carlos is still working on his last chicken wing.
These are really good. We had this. I mean, chicken. We've had these before. They're really good. We come here often. We like the food here.
And the owner.
And the owner's really well. She's one of the. I think the owner is this Alexandra, and she always teaches Laura Portuguese.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's good at it too.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah. No, this is. We recommend this place for sure. It's in Madalena or close to Madalena. And they have these, it's like tapas, you know, in Portuguese called petisco. Delicious. Hi guys.
Hi guys.
So we're here at Pico Wines Winery on Pico Island. This was established 1949. I believe they started making wines around 1961, and they make various brands of wines here, including Friar Gigante and other ones, whites, reds, liqueurs, and so forth. We will be going on a tour. Special tour. They're going to take us to see the production of the wines. They're actually bringing in grapes. And the wine tasting, right?
Yes.
You like that, eh? The wine tasting?
Yeah, I think that we'll really enjoy that wine tasting. So why don't you guys come along with us and we'll take you inside. So how do you control the fermentation?
Right here in this tank, you can check the sugars or transformation for alcohol. Here, you put this one, and it's almost finished. When they stay just like this, for example, it's the beginning. Now, it's finished. Like this one, you want to check. Here, it's in the beginning.
We just finished the tour, and now we're going to do some wine tasting. I think we're starting to get a little bit drunk. If you come here to do wine tastings, you need to meet Paula. Thank you. At a restaurant called Patishka. So we're going to order some food and a few bites, I think a few appetizers.
So a bit of information on the wine tasting we just had at Pico Wines. It's a pretty special tour of the winery, which is very large, and the grapes coming in, the different machines, and then ending with a wine tasting and varieties of wine, including whites, reds, and liqueurs. So overall, it was an amazing experience. Just shows you that the variety of Pico wines, and we're just scratching the surface. There's other wineries, Cojal Atlantis, Azores Wine Company. I mean, it's Pico is just continuing to grow with the popularity of our wine. Now we're here for lunch, ordered our little tapas, looking forward to tasting it.
We are continuing our wine tour, and we just arrived at Azores Wine Company.
Yeah, the Azores Wine Company was established 2014. There's 3 owners: Paulo Machado, Felipe Rocha, Antonio Massanita. They work together. They're experts in this field, and they just built this amazing winery. They're already producing the wines here, and it's incredible. We just got a little bit of footage here that we were able to do today. You'll be able to see how dramatic it is, the building and the location. You're about 5 minutes from the Madalena, which is one of the major towns here, close to the airport. So you could also do wine tastings here, eventually you'll be able to do food pairings. They'll take you for a tour. Part of the tour obviously will be a wine tasting. They have a restaurant for the events. They have a large event area. They can do weddings and all types of events. But
the location of the vineyards is incredibly stunning. Yeah,
from here you can see Saint George to one side and Fayal to the other. But I mean, it's one of the best locations on the island. Pico is right behind. It's surrounded by vineyards. These guys have been purchasing and reviving old vines, so they have a lot of, they're producing more and more wine. Not only more and more wine, but more and more quality wine. wines. Some of them are winning awards.
I think the last time we did the wine tasting was down in Cemeteries with our friend Dave. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they had some food pairings there. They had the smaller winery at the time. This was about a year and a half ago, 2 years. But yeah, this is the island, Pico Island. Year to year, the wine industry just keeps improving. It's an amazing place to come and be with the vine in the middle of the North Atlantic. Nothing like it.
Yeah. When we arrived at Azores Wine Company, we were greeted by two very friendly people. Yeah, Carmen and John. Very nice, a very good service.
Yeah, they're very nice, and they welcomed us and give us some good information.
So now we're going to continue on. We're actually going down to our friend's vineyard.
So the gentleman with the hat here is actually, his name is Norberto. He was actually born in Canada, Oakville, Ontario. I grew up, he was a childhood friend of mine. Then he moved back here with his parents, and this is his vineyards. And he's also a teacher. And he has a beautiful vineyard here right by the coast. And I think overall he's going to be picking, he said at least, in his various vineyards, over 6,000-7,000 kilos of grapes.
So we were invited to have lunch at our friend Nib's Adega after picking some grapes with him in his vineyard. And it's really cute. We weren't expecting this, so it was a nice surprise. You can see there's lots of grapes in the back of the truck. Yes, born in Oakville.
The blood's from me. The blood's Canada. The blood is from Pico.
This is Nib's wife.
This morning we're at my uncle's wine house. Used to be my grandfather's, and today I'm going to be doing some grape picking here. And these are all the vineyards around the wine house right there. And this is pretty old, so hopefully there'll be a lot of grapes. So here we are. On this part we're actually picking some Syrah right now. We picked some Merlot, some Zinfandel. You guys here are the best grape pickers in Pico, in my opinion. So I think we're going to do a lot of grape picking here. Hi guys.
Hi guys.
We're dead.
Yeah.
I'm completely dead. We just came back from pretty much all day of grape picking. We also had a lunch in between. That's how we do it here traditionally. Everyone helps everyone pick their grapes, and then we have a lunch. So my uncle was the host for his vineyard. It was kind of cool being there. I mean, I remember picking grapes even when I was a kid, and as I grew, a few times as I get older, when we'd come back, and it's always good to get in there. Just through the vineyards, different ways that the wine's made here, all the way from the last part of the video, which is the traditional, everyone has the wine house and vineyards around it, and everybody does their own wine. And it was really great picking grapes with my family, some of my cousins, Louis, his son Bernardo, Paulo, which is my uncle Danielle's son. They own the vineyards. Even Fernando, he was actually born in Canada, in Oakville, and that was really cool.
As we mentioned, there's a lot of people that are from Oakville.
Yeah, I mean, I'll always meet someone every time we go there. We'll meet someone from that lives in Oakville or is visiting. Also, the rest of the guys were pretty cool. Some of them during lunch were actually teaching Laura about the wine and how to eat the crab that they caught here.
That crab was amazing.
Yeah, it's the sauce that makes it, and the wine tasting. That was good. That was a good experience. I enjoyed that. And we obviously, there's so many few other wineries that I might have mentioned already, like Czar, which is a very famous wine of Pico. Coral Atlantis, we just gave him a shout out, but maybe in the future we'll visit them as well, maybe do a wine tasting and a tour.
Yeah, because we will have to do this as a part 2.
Yeah,
because there are so
much,
many other
yeah.
wineries that we need to experience with you.
I think the main thing is just doing it. For us, is the experience of going to the vineyard, especially, you know, something that's traditional, getting in there, picking the grapes, different varieties. Yeah, I mean, it's on the top of my head, Merlot, Madeira, Isabel, Cybele, Syrah, even Zinfandel, which I was like, that surprised me a bit. They've obviously have, you know, vine from, you know, traditional vine, and then they introduced other ones like the Merlots later.
And that was actually in your uncle's vineyard, the Zinfandel.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure that we're going to win more awards here. It's a very unique wine because of the salt from the sea, and the winemakers here are excellent. Have a lot of knowledge and of the wine here and the grapes and the soil, the terroir they call it, lava terroir. And I think we enjoyed just being there with the guys picking, and they're talking Portuguese, but they're joking around. They even said that Laura actually was speaking like one of the guys. The women were surprised that she was actually picking grapes with us. So it just makes me have memories of when we would come down to the wine house, the Adega, with my grandfather, my grandmother. You know, when you were a kid and you come out, and then you'd pick the grapes and you'd make the wine, and then you would have this barbecue at night, drink wine, music, singing. You know, it kind of brings back those memories. And as long as I can do it, you know, I mean, I was worried about my back a bit, but I feel pretty good right now. Tomorrow may be a different story, but that's it. I mean, well, now I guess we should sign out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment,
and hit the bell.